open, but the door's a little open so I don't like die. This time I have a salad. There was like a little notification in the Discord that said the silly guy is online. I didn't expect that. I still don't expect that. I have some sauce for the... Okay, yeah. The ranch, we put it on the salad. I don't feel like I can have all of the dressings. Hey, the user formerly known as just a silly little guy. Okay, we got car alarms up in here. Hello, what's up with you? And hello to Magdella, and hello to Kai with the solid torpedo. You say you returned after 7 years? Seriously, yeah. I mean, I was. I chose to stream out of anything because I wanted like an energetic distraction. So like, what's new with you for real? Oh my gosh, it's a new season, springtime. There's River saying, "Did you just start?" Yes, actually, you're in the first 2 minutes. River, what is that? What is that? You're saying, "I've been very busy. I hope you're okay." I'm like, um, I'm putting myself through like relationship drama for like no reason, and it's my chest feels weird and bad. I don't know. I just got out of a class though, and so there's like lots of other stuff to focus on. You're saying, why am I making salad in the car? I have salad. I have salad just in the car. You're saying you're just doing stuff in the damn jar. Yeah, that's what's up. You're saying I sure today was a good day. I would love to hear about it, honestly. You're saying I've only been up to school life here, but I'm getting into peanuts right now, and it's super cute and fun. Like wait, like peanuts, like Charlie Brown. That does seem super cute and fun. And then that seems like another thing that would like pair really well with your art style, if I may say. You're saying, you're saying some what happened. The I'm I mean I think okay. So like I don't know. I haven't like discussed this with the person in question, but um I'm like strongly suspecting the person I was trying to date in person has like a dismissive, avoidant attachment style. I don't know. I'm just trying to put into words what does it mean to like date somebody and then like also live in the same town, and then it's been 2 months into the year and we see each other 2 times. I don't know. It's maybe I'm putting the math on that one, but I just it chest feels weird and bad. There's River saying in real life got to talk to 2 friends online too. Sure, they're all nerdy fan and geeky friends. Hey, you're forming a friend group. Hey, that's stuff to see. And you don't know what you're gonna talk about. You're gonna do an internship this month. Oh my gosh, wait, that's exciting. I haven't looked into internship stuff, but I really wonder what's available through my school. You're talking about Charlie Brown. You've been trying to learn Charles Schultz art style. It's going pretty decent. I believe in you 100%. What the hell? I believe in you 100% for learning that. There's oh, I mean your art style was like already like pretty cartoony and expressive, and you know me, I love to look at the artwork. I'm always looking at your artwork kind of thing. There's just saying, I feel like maybe you should bring up how you feel to them because they might be unaware they're making you feel bad. You never know. One of the last things I phrased was no, I have it together this time. One of the last things I phrased to this person was no. Okay. Um okay, so about telling somebody how you feel is really important. My face is reacting a normal amount. It is really important, and I've cried on streams before, and it's really cringe. I'm not gonna do it with the door open in a parking lot. That's a different level. Okay. Hi, Phyllis. Hi, Phyllis. I see you in the chat now. What's even going on? You're saying looking spiffy. That's great. You're saying what happened to your gaming live streams? I miss them. I felt like I got too like involved with the schoolwork last semester and felt like I didn't have time to do gaming. Let's get rid of a little bit of the sauces. I felt like I didn't have time to do gaming. Okay, so talking about what kind of salad, it's my mom had like some deals from the Panera Bread, and so it's like a purchased salad from the store, purchased from the store kind of a salad. Um, alright, there's like a boiled egg in there. There's like a chicken in there. Alright, you're saying you miss our streams, you want to start showing up more sometime soon? I'm thinking of like relocating my streams to like Sunday and Friday. I don't know. Sometimes I got something going on a Sunday, but not usually. There's River. Okay, I'm trying to catch up with the chat. You're saying you don't know what else to talk about. Dad's not in the house, so the house is all yours. Hey, wait, and you're like dealing with some. Let's put the sauce. Let's put the sauce. You were dealing with some problems from like overcrowding, right? Oh my gosh, some things are flying into my car to eat my salad. Okay, what else am I got? None of theirs. Okay, you had encouragement not to cry with the salad. I held it in this time. I'm feeling good about that. If I think about it too bad again, that's the nature of being sad. I'll start crying again. But I have it together this time. There's you said stop crying and be an adult about whatever it is. Ooh, that's an old message. I'm catching up on the chat because I was behind, but I succeeded. Me right now, I be an adult. All right, then there's asking if I watch indie animation, and you said it's fine. You can take it slow or cry. I went through like a lot of tissue last time, so for economic purposes, I'm gonna be holding my emotions inside. I think probably. I don't know. I could probably like eat the tears or whatever. Alright, what else did we say? We're scrolling on down, and River had tried to get us some Deltarune Chapter 5 predictions, so that's kind of exciting. You're saying don't cry unless you want extra seasoning, and you're saying crying isn't cringe because you said so, and you tried to offer some comfort, and you're asking why I'm eating in your car. Are you here? Are you? I'm eating in your car. My goodness. But hello to Boomba Foyer. You've made it to a stream. Hello to you. Good to see you. And then you're saying the last message from you is, why are you eating in the car? Is that an American thing? I mean, it might be more of an American thing. I just started hanging out in the car, or like live streaming in the car specifically. And then I also wanted to like eat and have food. I have not succeeded in having some food, like finishing a meal while live streaming yet, but I mean, okay, I wasn't gonna like watch a movie. I would still be like alone with my thoughts somewhat, and I thought maybe this would help me to not be alone with my thoughts, because that would help. That would be cool. Okay, we're being asked again if we live in the car. I'm not trying to live in the car. But okay, you're saying is that my salad right in front of the salad? Indeed, indeed, you know what's up. You're saying you're missing all the context, and did I catch up in the chat yet? Oh my gosh. And you're asking how I say the name Jaro. Yeah, that's the channel name. You're saying you're the dust between the seas. They're basically in there. I mean, I've been spending more time in the car lately. Not homeless yet. Was cheers to that. Salad cheers. I freaking guess. I'm trying to see if I can like mix this thing up. This seems messier than what I should have in here. Seems a little bit messier. I'm gonna look like a horse when I'm eating a big salad. Alright, so I try to scroll down to the bottom of the chat, and then you were wondering about Iron Lung movie with Markiplier. I really hope that I can make some time to see that. And then somebody sent planet emoji. Cool. You made a new poem a bit ago. That'd be my second one. Wait, okay. I do really want to go and appreciate that. Did I finally catch up in the chat? Nice. And Mr. Potato Head is coming in with some compliments. Hey, sending positivity right back to you. We're about to be a little bit less naturally beautiful from taking a huge, large bite of salad, but you know, that's angles. I really believe it's all in the angles. Joko Wobble is saying some of that, then she was saying, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't had a salad in a while. Enjoy that salad. It's kind of a treat, honestly. I'm trying to think about the last time I got one. Okay, I think now I've calmed down a little. I can say a little bit of the context. I think probably I'm making like a really big effort to communicate how I'm feeling and stuff to the main person who makes me a little bit sad sometimes. A little bit sad. I almost burst out crying like mere minutes ago, kind of a thing. I think I've been making a really big effort to communicate, like, could you please give me like a yes or no answer on this matter? Because the uncertainty is it makes me feel hurt and stuff. And I think that's kind of really clear. But like if it needs to be clearer, I'm gonna go in like labeling it with like emojis, like you know how maybe the Google AI sometimes gives you a list when you just Google search something, and then it's like labeled with a lot of emojis for clarity. I think that's the next step in communicating how you feel, you know? So I think maybe that's the context. You're saying trying to discuss feelings without crying is genuinely so impossible for me to do. It's entirely the mood. Entirely the mood. You're saying you've never eaten salad as the main dish is so alien. It really helps when there's like some proteins in there. Like a little egg or something. The first bite. Mm. I should have brought like a napkin in here or something. Let me wipe my face. Ah. What are you saying? Oh, positive news. Wait, for real? You're gonna start learning Spanish? That's that's freaking exciting, dude. Okay, and you're saying you probably won't put it on Discord. You've been thinking if you're gonna be writing poetry, you might as well put it on YouTube. Ooh, okay, this is the stuff. This is the stuff that I'm glad that I'm like subscribed to you for. And that's pretty exciting. Okay, there's learning the Spanish, learning the English, and you've never heard of a salad, and you're saying maybe someone will enjoy it, or maybe you'll get laughed off for being an amateur and making crappy poems. The possibilities are endless. I don't know. I've seen a lot of like amateur art while scrolling through like shorts and stuff, and I see people like finding positive communities and stuff that support them, and for some reason that made me imagine you like posting your poems with like some kind of ironic caption like day one of posting poetry on the internet until I get like laughed off or something. Is that an ironic caption, or is it just self-deprecating to the point of painful? I don't know what's painful right now because I hurt. Anyway, let's scroll on down, and you're talking about being an amateur. You're saying your shirt is white, it might as well be a napkin. Excellent. That's positive thinking. I'm having some stuff on my face. And then you're asking what kind of raw meat do you eat? Mostly the fish. Mostly the fish. But I did meet somebody who I met somebody who like nibbled on like the raw stuff from like a Korean barbecue, just like the seasoned steak and stuff. And then I thought maybe that could be just like raw fish the first time I heard of that. But then I went to a Korean barbecue and that stuff is really tough. That's a commitment for your jaw, kind of a thing. Anything I'm missing in the chat? You think the course you'll be starting sending students to Argentina for like $2,000? It's a 1 month vacation. That may be fun. It may be fun. Traveling is best when you have the mobility and stuff. If you get the privilege to have some mobility, if you're walking around and stuff, it's it's absolutely the best. Hey, go to Argentina, and for some reason the way I was phrasing that reminded me of like the meme "Come to Brazil." Anyway, Lotus is saying you'll just title them something simple, add some minor editing. I hope something happens. Yeah, some positive thinking. And hello to Up Next with Lamar. Hello, hope you're doing well. And you love conveying feelings via words that make people think. Oh, that's lovely. You love thinking. That's great. You're saying what's the Wi-Fi password? Oh God, I don't remember the Wi-Fi password. That would be a kind of a funny Wi-Fi password. All right. Other bites of the salad. I might have to cut this short if I'm like talking for so long that my salad starts expiring. You're saying you've eaten raw fish. That might be it might be it for me for for dying for getting eliminated. Excuse you. No, I mean it's part of sushi, right? It is part of sushi. It's a perfectly fine texture. Huh. Mm. There's no raw fish here right now. Mm. Dude, what the hell? I I okay, you're writing that if I eat raw fish and then drink some water, then the fish will come to life in my stomach and then swim away like glub glub glub. It occurs to me lately there's several YouTube channels that only say stuff like that like tell a little story just kind of like that like absurd storytelling that you might tell with your buddies on the playground as a child. People are making entire YouTube channels like out of that lately. That's fun to me. And you're talking about Argentina. You said if you eat raw fish, make sure it's not salmon so you don't get salmonella. Yeah, that's pretty excellent. That's pretty good advice. Um, you say you never understood eating anything raw in general. Ooh, anything? Wait, you eat everything cooked? I mean, I heard of somebody on Reddit the other month who only eats everything raw. All of the meat, all of it. That was the most horrifying thing that I've ever read. And that person just like walks among us and votes and stuff. Um, but but so you're like the opposite of that person. You just like you cook everything. You, like this tomato, you would cook it. The lettuce in front of me, you'd cook it. You're saying some stuff on my lips. There's some dressing in here, some ranch, and then you eat your banana grilled. You're asking if I'm a mango. Thank you, Dottie McDonald. That's a great question. Yeah. Out of all the questions I've gotten, are you a boy or a girl? Are you Asian? Are you American? That one brings me joy to consider. What if I were just a simple sweet mango, bringing joy to anyone, bringing joy to myself? I think I would love myself more if I were a mango. You didn't ask that. We're continuing. Raw food deniers and their fried lettuce. That's the manly's way. Okay, wait, you meant meat-wise. You stew your walnuts. Fruit and veggies ripen, so that doesn't count. And you are cooking lettuce, all right. This feels like weed reference. This feels like token and smoking, perhaps. You're talking about raw food deniers eating their steamed apples. I did have like a steamed, boiled, baked apple like yesterday, like last night. Okay. Oh. Mm. So I do know the vibes. Okay, nice. Um, you're talking about not eating raw apples either, right? Excuse you. Hey, okay, you're talking about raw versus ripe. Raw and ripe are two different things. I think something can be ripe and raw at the same time. I wouldn't call it raw because it's ripe, you know? Kind of a thing. And, okay, you're talking about cooking your apples. No, I mean, just like from an apple turnover or apple pie, that's a cooked apple, you know? It makes sense. The cereal's already prepared. You cook your eggs, throw away the eggs, and eat the shells for asserting dominance. That sounds very dominant of you, not gonna lie. so, some wrong information is happening there. I used to feed eggshells to my pet all the time. Um, it it did not turn out good, but I mean the pet was supposed to eat the eggshells because it was a bunch of worms that I had for a pet. Um, I don't know. Maybe I wasn't ready for a pet though. What damn age was I? Was I 8 years old? No, I think it was past that. I think it was past that. All right, you hate pie. Whoa, dude, for real. My dad also hates pie and a lot of pies and some pies. Okay, you're talking about apples go from raw to ripe, and so the cereal has to be prepared somehow so it's a cereal shape before being served with the milk. Okay, I see what you're saying, but and and I think if you said it to me in person, maybe it would also still make sense. But I don't think that I would use the words that way. I think that's the difference. All right, you never tried a pie before 2 to 4 weeks ago. What happened 2 to 4 weeks ago? Was that was like the holidays? You had somebody's holiday pie? Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, it was not. It was not the classic random bug I find as a pet. I got like a worm farm, like for gardening and compost, and then got some bait worms from the store, and then was like, here, worms, compost some food. Alright, what else was happening? ah, got some good deleted messages up in there, some funny times, and you ate a blueberry, it was fun. Oh, wait, blueberry pie? Wait, okay, that's cool. And and you're saying, why can't I convey my thoughts to y'all psychically? No, I think it came across perfectly fine that perhaps you could call an unripe fruit or vegetable a raw fruit or vegetable, and then if it ripens, it's been prepared for eating, and so then it's no longer raw. It sticks in my head. It does make sense, but I'm just for me, I don't think me or anyone around me uses the word that way, but it does make sense though. You're saying raw and ripe are not the same. Ah, that's the good stuff to laugh about. I'm glad I started up a random stream up in here. Ah, yeah, probably Fridays and Sundays from now on with all this stuff. Okay, am I gonna be able to finish this food? I don't know. Salad is more bites than usual. Here we go for third or fourth. Huh. Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, wait. What do you mean close enough though? No, I mean okay. I start the sentence that way. I know what you mean by close enough, with the ripeness versus the cookedness versus the rawness. I understand, but instead of what do you mean, I should have said that's freaking funny. That's so damn funny. All right, so Raspberry Pi, Raspberry 3.14. Oh, I Raspberry Pi, was it like a system of putting together a simple computer? That's what computer chips is fries. I do you think anyone's done that yet? What's it called? Do you think potatoes can be carved to look like a computer chip, and then you eat it, and then you're eating computer chips, but they're chips like fries, like potato chips, kind of a thing. I that took too many words to say, more than I would want to, but this is pretty funny. Okay, you're saying ripe means cooked by time. You can have an unripe banana. If you leave it, it becomes ripe. Okay, that I did start to get confused about the definition of cooked, even though I already knew it because we've just sort of explained in a circle at this point. Ripe versus raw versus cooked. I know I'm cooked sometimes, and that feels raw sometimes, and it's ripe for trouble all the time. All right, another bite for me. Uh-huh. Mm. 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 Finding out what happens. You're saying you wouldn't be surprised if computer chips was a name for fries and bread. Dude, microaggressions for you. And you're saying, can I feed the camera salad a bite through the screen like those mukbangers do? Um, I mean, it feels a little bit strange to me. I'm okay. True, I'm already streaming and eating a salad in the car. So I guess what else could be a little bit stranger? Perhaps we're already at a maximum for strange. But let's try to get a bite up in here. A little bit of everything. A chunk of avocado, a chunk of chicken. Is this going to drop anything if I boop? You're eating nom is landing on your forehead, it's landing on your chest, on your chin, on your nipple. I don't know. Anyway, is it, that see then I take the bite away, and then I'm going to eat it. What do they do? What do they do? And then there's you're talking about computer chips and making the little chewing noises. Okay, I'm about that. That's adorable. You're saying you never understood my point. Like, why would I watch anyone else eat? It just makes me hungry and I suffer, and you don't want anyone to bang your mug. Eh, eh, key differences, I suppose. Okay, and then you're talking about a new McDonald's chip flavor, and you say it's in your bloodstream. You killed me. No, no. That would probably be a very painful way to die. I hate to imagine it. All right, so there's a little bit of the choking. This is on you to chew. If the live streamer feeds you a food and we are doing a play pretend, I love you so much, yummy nummy, then it is on you to pretend to do the chewing, because it's not on me to pretend to have a lawyer for the class action lawsuit that you're gonna incur. Anyway, let's say I'm getting like different bites out of here, and then it's my turn to like eat some of them. Mm-hmm. Mukbang isn't an American term. That's correct. Hmm. Mukbang is Korean, unlike me, who is the American. Oh, and man, I love distorting words on purpose, but it's really funny to look back on these and see what the auto-generated captions do. You're saying the fit is given 90s friends, you're fucking with it? I'm glad some kind of style is coming out here. They're saying Americans eat stuff. Damn, we have a monopoly on eating stuff I didn't know. I didn't know. And you're talking about stereotypes and other ethnicities, and you say you showed too far with the feeding to the thing. Okay, oh my gosh, it's accusations are coming my way. What? I tried to warn at the start of eating this salad that there's not really super graceful ways to eat a salad unless it's a very graceful salad. I'm expecting to try to stab this tomato, and then it flies away from me. It just sort of gets some sick air and stuff like that. It hasn't happened yet. Getting a tomato in the middle of the bite, little on top, a little on the bottom. But okay. This stop peeping my bites. Huh. Uh-huh. Hmm. There's banning. Who's getting banned? Holy fuck. Oh, okay. Someone got banned for like a good way. And you're trying to make a stereotypical joke. Hey, that's fair. Um, Him. Someone called T Ferg came in, and you're talking about not being old, and then you're saying you are the and you're saying chew it for you next time. Concerning, and oh my gosh. I'm also gonna say just just a slight warning. Don't worry, Pumbafo has been here for a minute. Has been here for a while. Pretty darn I don't know, good company. Let's say some decent company. Okay, you're yelling into the mirror to ban the mods. Wait, am I misreading? Oh my gosh. Okay, you're saying, but like stereotypes are so unserious, you weren't trying to offend any culture because you're cool like that. Okay, there it goes. Or they're just not unserious, you just use them unseriously. Okay, I guess that makes sense. And yeah, what was the stereotypical joke happening? Americans and eating. Okay, let's catch up on the chat, see how we do. And that got chaotic for a second, a little bit chaotic for 2 seconds. It's like it's like worse than a rhythm game, right? It's like a little bit bizarre. Okay, as you all know, only Americans eat, and records show all Americans eat. So if you eat well, okay, you're saying you've never heard of anything like that. Americans eating as a stereotype. I mean, I've heard of American obesity epidemic. It's something near and dear to my heart. Americans, obesity. It happens in my family, dare I say. And I don't know where I was going with that. Probably a really serious message. Huh. And we're going for yet another bite of the salad. I feel like this is the most I've been able to make it through something of a meal on a stream, because normally I'm too chatty, but here we're taking a big bite. You're saying, is this an egg? There's some eggs in the stream, but what's happening? Okay. And you talk about bizarre adventures. This is becoming increasingly more embarrassing and awkward. I think I'm gonna go bye bye. No, it made sense. Don't even worry. Don't even feel awkward. But thanks for stopping by. I appreciate the saying hi anytime. You go in the closet. There you go. There you go. Huh. Mm, mm-hmm. Uh, since this is being like streamed on my phone, I took a minute to like swipe down for notifications, read my text for a second, and something making me smile a little from my girlfriend. There's there's news of Togor from Deltarune fandom, and frankly, that's a pretty good thing. That's a pretty excellent thing. And okay, wait, if I try to like reply using like the drop down, does it disrupt the stream? Or does it actually keep going? I think it actually keeps going. That's pretty good. Alright. The Bumafo saying, as a man, being called decent company is the best compliment I've ever received, and I'll cherish it to my wait, but then it's like repeated back. I'm like, well, that's even milder than I would usually say. I okay, actually when I was thinking through trying to like dish out some kind of like verification kind of a thing, I I cycled through the more awkward, well-behaved and good boy because I feel like the reasons are obvious. Like maybe I don't know how that's gonna land, and then I landed on decent company, but just I don't know, just know that that compliment is arrived at through a series of thinking through other compliments. All right. Ah, okay. Let's talk of chill and above average and now you'll leave it never. Let's talk about being the bee's knees and we love Togor and let's talk about eggs. Did he call you egg shaped? Is he a good boy? Alright. So yeah, I mean thinking about stuff, Togor and fun little fandom stuff. Ah I I was like all looking up attachment styles for like affection and stuff this morning because I just want answers on how to operate and how to be a person. um I think I am somewhere within the anxious like realm of attachment. There was another word attached to anxious. Um, not not avoidant. I don't know. Surely it depends from person to person and who you're talking to and what your relationship to them is. I'm so curious about attachment styles now that I've met someone that I think is dismissive avoidant. All right, talking about laying eggs. Everybody in the chat, lay an egg. Do that. Yeah, a couple of times someone has walked by the car as I'm live streaming because they have to also get to their own cars because I'm in a parking lot that's totally full, and yeah, I wonder what the best time to get a good sound out of that would be. All right, you're talking about things being egg shaped. I like eggs. Are people not being eggs? It's talking about lying. It's talking about laying eggs. Where am I in the in this chat? My goodness, excuse me. We're being assigned Asian yet again, you saying. Did I drink water today? Not bad. I brought some. I didn't drink some water, but I brought some with me. And are you asking if I'm having ice cream next? That would be lovely. I would love to get out and have some ice cream today. I said that in way more of a serious tone than I meant to, but I mean it's true though. I would. Huh. Mm. Mm. Okay. You're saying you don't eat enough eggs for it to make a big difference, but you're planning on eating something though. Everybody stoke your appetite. You're eating popcorn right now. Excellent. And there's we were in the laying eggs part of the chat for a second there. And 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 you're saying you're not an egg, is it not transgender? Yay, it's fair, it's fair. Alright, you don't want to lay a popcorn that doesn't have a shell. Wow. Imagine laying an egg and it's popcorn. And then don't imagine that because you're not going to get that mental energy back. Alright. You can't get this from an egg. You hitting us with some quotes. It sounds like quotes. You hitting us with some? Alright, let's load up another bite. Has anyone here heard of attachment styles and affection? I don't know if it's like a I don't know if it's pseudoscience yet. The Myers-Briggs type indicator, that's pseudoscience. That's not based in anything. Don't get me started on Capricorn, Libra, horoscope. I'd rather get into what was that like the Chinese zodiac versus the star racism zodiac. Cause okay, not to sound like a furry, but the Chinese zodiac it like gives you a nice little animal with a nice little story and it's still like celestial or something, but then it gives you an element which I knew growing up from Avatar the Last Airbender and 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 I think it's nicer and no one's like being serious about it around me. The star racism. Okay. No, no, no. Sensation of your scream, the show that makes you cream. Say it with him, folks. Oh my god, we're creaming out here. Oh, oh wait, you did have a typo. The show that makes you cream. I thought you were just gonna tell us about a show that makes you cream. Okay, T. Ferg is saying can't do the same thing over and over again. You'll get tired of eggs if you cook them the same way. I don't know. I like eggs in general. Okay, you're saying I'm not afraid, but it's always a good sign. I mean, have any of you like known your so-called Chinese zodiac kind of thing? I know why I said so-called. I think it is Chinese from China. I think it is Chinese from China. I'm pretty sure. Um. Uh. Mhm. Hmm. Hmm. What are you doing? And Snowman Yankee appeared to say, "You're a young woman." Hello. Is the young woman checker, and we're being a young woman today. What's good? Yeah. Um, I don't know if I'm experiencing like benefits that I can cash in today, like maybe a little donut or something. That's what I would want from any identity. A little treat sometimes, but yeah, we can still say it's true and such like that. And then I'm being accused of being 57 years old. I'm not 57 years old. And you're saying you want to pet a reindeer so bad because they're your favorite animals and they're cute and you love them. Oh, that seems lovely. I mean, I think of them as being huge and enormous, which is sometimes at odds with being cute. But yeah, I mean that sounds lovely. I think hopefully one of these days, no cameras on me. I don't want to be arrested. I don't think I would do something in a way that would get me arrested. But I think I could. I think I could pet a wild animal one day and live, and then the wild animal is safe, and then I'm safe, and then it was like all cute. Yeah. I don't know. That's probably not a great thing to, I don't know, plot to do on a recording or something. I don't know. I'm not near any right now wild animals that wouldn't maim me. Anyway, da da da. You're saying, guys, I genuinely can't decide if I should do work or continue working on my art that I want done by Valentine's. Ooh, hey, wait, what art are you going for? What art are you making? And you're checking what your sign is in the Chinese zodiac, and we're talking about multiverse theory a little bit. You're thinking that you're a Scorpio, and then somebody had come in to just announce that they were farting a lot, but you deleted that message, thank you. And you're talking about that I'm 50 and a magical bird, human. Everyone who comes in here, you know, you know they're just scrolling. You're gonna make them believe that I'm 57 years old, and you know what? It's it's this is a fine way to it would be simply a miracle to have like this level of mobility at 57 years old, and I would take that every single day. Anyway, you're talking about Coco and you're talking that I'm way older than that, and you're saying that farting leads to capital punishment. Someone with the same note to drugs came in with some with some harassment themed sort of suggestions to stop being sad. Oh my gosh. Da, 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 da. Okay, you're talking about never gotten that bad, and you're saying, I'm sorry, Egg, I shouldn't have said that. I opened Pandora's box, and you're making a little Valentine's comic, and it's peanuts as you could expect. A, the Charlie Brown, the Peanuts comics. I think I remember like growing up with a little bit of like Peanuts comic strip Valentines, like regardless. So this is very thematic and cute to me, in my opinion. You don't remember what your zodiac was called in English? Um, Honestly, this makes me want to start using the. Am I remembering the country right? Finnish names for zodiacs. I just want to throw people off, but perhaps not be inaccurate or something. All right. Fly Fizzy asking, did I wreck? I hope not. I hope not. All right. You saying I look like I'm 30? I'll take that. Sure. Sure. The age that I am right now, it does round up to 30. Might as well be. All right. Haha. Oh. Mm. And I'm so very impressed with that. Oh, you're an Aries. It always is remarkable to me how that reminds me of the deity from mythology and stuff. All right, you're talking about being 4 years old and good for the age, and growing up with peanuts. Just say you're old. Look, I'm just very American. Okay, it was more of my mom's generation, but but that was like in a position that it could be immediately passed down onto her kiddos as like a cultural thing or whatever. Yes, fine, fine, old forever. Mm. Crystal Palm is saying, share with the salad. Hello to you. How is that? Um, eating straight arugula plants for lunch as well is it's in a big bowl with some proteins and some avocados. And you said you just took a screenshot of this live on my feed on the main screen and have to show it. It's a big, enormous horse-like bite, isn't it? Isn't it? I didn't mean for you to catch me at a very horse-like time in my life, but sometimes it can't be helped. And but hello to you, Crystal Bomb. How are you doing lately? Straight leafy greens. No, come on. There's a dressing on here. Practically, I don't know. It's a type of a treat now. There's a dressing. There's all kinds of chickens happening. It's a good time. There's a tomato. It's a treat, you know? Huh. Well, oh, are you saying that I look exactly 57 years old? Dude, dude. Who started this? And can I go to your house to talk this out? I forget which one of you started this, but I know you're all continuing it. Okay, there's tea freezing. Not really. You should only eat meat twice a week. Fish and seafood. Another 2 days if needed. The rest of the week. And salad kits and Sunday and just lactose free plain Greek yogurt. Oh, do you do that, or did you like look that up somewhere and you're gonna do that? Hey, it is interesting to hear about people's like meal and diet plans. I don't particularly have a meal and diet plan. Um, if I if I try to like lose a weight, I'm kind of sedentary, so it usually means no more dinner. People hate to hear that. People do not like when I say that, but I mean it worked. Okay, you're talking about wiping. Oh my gosh. And you're talking about hunger pains are actually normal, right? I try to tell that to my mom as well, because of the ways that I'm concerned for her health deeply, and it only seems to be getting a little bit worse. But I don't know. Nobody's a fan of the hunger pains that are normal sort of a talk. Anyway, you're talking about is this the gym? It should be one of these days. I should be at the gym sometimes. I actually don't have a workout routine, and yesterday I ran as hard as I could, and then my chest hurt, and then I started spitting up a bunch of mucus, and then I was like incapacitated for like an hour, which is bad. That's bad. You don't want to get that unfit. I'm not really fit right now. All right. And then there's only in our age do we stuff our gullets and overindulge. You talk about eating the fork. Excuse you. You have a mayo dressing on you right now. Cool beans. And you're talking about you shouldn't even drink soda. Have I found my people? I don't even drink soda. I don't drink soda. At the most, this is a different thing. I drink like a hot chocolate sometimes when I like a little treat. Um, like smoothies maybe. Mostly I'm on water. Mostly I'm on some water. I don't know. I mean I just don't like a lot of drinks. I've been trying to like sip the alcoholic drinks of people that I know because they are drinking and I want to know what they're talking about. I don't really know what they're talking about. It all tastes like kind of nasty to me. Anyway, we're scrolling. Widow Rar said, hello to you. How are you? You're talking about 10 miles minimum a day, 20 tops, but you should move. This is my daily regime. Alright, thought I found my people for a second, but you're very fit. You're very fit. Widow Rar said, got to go. You got the Saitama routine for real. And there's some high and the buy and the 0.2 miles a day minus push-ups and stuff, but maybe soon, oh, you don't do the push-ups. You walk like 3 steps a day, maybe. Gym stream when? Oh dear. You should get up to 43,000-ish steps a day. I can't even imagine it right now. You heard me right now, just when I said that that I ran for only 20 minutes and then started having some kind of a medical event in my lungs. It was, I don't know, it was concerning. I think I actually have like a diminished lung capacity at some point. And then there's Alejandro saying, "So you almost didn't make it when running." I don't know. I wasn't gonna say that. All right. Closest thing to soda you drink is ginger ale. You don't like soda because it upsets your stomach. Cool. My gosh, there's like 3 to 4 people in here who are not into the soda. I'm feeling camaraderie. There's Loda saying, "You used to go to the gym. There was a Jackman there who I kid you not looked like Robotnik from the first Sonic movie, Sir Evil McBad Guy." That's fun times. That's fun stuff. Been a while since I had a bite. Here we go. Oh. Mm. Mm-hmm. Ah. You're talking about having 10,000 steps at the very least. Honestly, it's really weird, but the couple of times where I've gotten up to 10,000 steps, it was like, it was really an achievement for me, but I can feel myself deteriorating. I can feel the health being like bad and worse and all of that. Yeah. This isn't a healthy channel, by the way. You just kind of caught me at a vaguely healthy moment out of pure coincidence. Am I Am I catching parts of somebody's private conversation? I mean, if it's in public, it's not really a private conversation, but I don't really mean to do that. Anyway, let's keep on scrolling. Going to the bottom of the chat. You're saying you survive off energy drinks, coffee, and water. The average, you do 5 miles a day and say it's good enough, but you don't believe them. I don't do anything per day, believe me. And you're talking about stopping drinking soda 2 years ago because I told you so, and now you're more hydrated because you drink hydrogen. Perplexing. Cool though. Thank you. And there's Pumafo saying I'm slowly killing myself with Jarritos, Mandarin flavor. Oh my gosh, I should rename myself to Jarritos. Anyway, so talking about body being a temple, you're asking why am I hiding? I don't mean to be hiding. I'm just in like a weird position. Okay, and you're talking about eating salad. Yes, that is true. Let's talk about rice gum. I forget if rice gum lived in the same like place as me for a second. No, I'm thinking of somebody else. I'm thinking of somebody else out there. Okay, another bite. Mm-hmm. And very good. Okay, you're talking about 2000 and you're asking why I'm hiding? I'm eating the crunchiest, juiciest salad you've ever heard. Oh, I didn't mean for this many noises to be coming through. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait, T-Ferg, if you're still here, and I don't know because I'm not caught up in the chat, where do you walk to? I mean, you come back home, but are you like urban or rural or something? Makes you want to eat salad. Talking about body being a temple, and the temple wants a whole pot. That's fun. Okay, talk about an uncle being spitting, and then salads are good, but get the big hits because you'll eat a bunch of it. Honestly, yeah, I only have a salad every once in a while, and then mostly I have like steamed vegetables. Steamed vegetables are the main thing. Um, ah, I'm cramping my arm. It's a weird position to be in for a long time, but I don't know. There's worse positions to be in. Okay, another bite. So I'm probably gonna cut this off at what like the hour mark, and then eat my salad normally because I'm being weird. I'm giving myself a neck cramp and stuff. Okay, but this did improve my mood to just like think about other things and think about exercising and I don't know. I'm just gonna try to be social and healthy in more healthy ways instead of like being attached to people in a way that hurts me. Okay. So, David Allen had come in here with the compliments, sending some positivity back to you, David Allen. And you're talking about salad that's just cherry tomatoes. I would, though. I would. You were expecting more noises. You should have a microphone inside the salad itself. Ew, dude, my equipment. Alright. And Pumafo telling us at FedEx, when I deliver packages, do about 35k steps a day in 12 hours. Alright, so that answers one of the questions of how you can be getting that many steps. I think that I'm so out of shape that I have some atrophied muscles that I may or may not permanently use the lose the use of. Wow, that was a tongue twister. Anyway, I said that with a bit of a laugh. I know that's weird and unsettling to hear, so I'm gonna stop talking about it. So you're talking about, usually you have this trail around your area. It's only 6 miles each way, but you got an Apple Watch just to measure the mileage for the day. Ooh, okay. Just wandering the trails. Oh, that's good stuff. I do wonder about getting out into nature more. You're talking about eating the phone and being in different positions, and you talk about, it's weird seeing that I have legs. Walk back from and places that aren't very far away. And then River had said good night, and good night to you as well. And now you're skedaddling too. And thank you for stopping by. Good to have you. You don't usually do recovery days and have zero strain going on. And you know what? It's weird, but I mean, as much as humans are like sometimes optimized to save energy and stuff, as much as like there's that going on, like you're a mammal, you want to rest and store fat, and that's sort of a in some ways sort of a default state. I mean, human beings, like, walking was the entire jam, right? Walking was the entire deal, the whole shebang. I don't know, the information is in my head, but I don't feel like it's coming out in a way that makes sense. Alright, let's scroll on down. Talking about eating healthy and getting outside made you grow several. Look at you. I'm so proud of you. And you're asking if you can have some salad. And Anime was asking, why are you sad? I just, cause I tried to like date somebody in the same town as me, and then we've only seen each other like twice since the new year began in person. Here's a bite for you. You said to feed you. Here's a big bite with a big cherry tomato, and a different other bite that I'm also going to eat is suddenly appearing. And it's something. All right, and that was the why of being sad. I ah I like dealing with the sadness because it just keeps going on. It feels really weird. It feels bad. I just want it to not um I want it to not make like the rest of my day worse and stuff, because it's like just a mood that like leaks into everything else, because I can't stop like thinking about it, and then it's like in a loop, and then it just goes on and on, kind of like that. And anyway, so catching up, T-Ferg said it's recently been discovered that nomadic tribes were more sit and go types than they let on before. Okay, interesting. Pumbafo chiming in, if they wanted to, they would. Yeah. It does feel better to like read something like that. I just it's I I thought I knew the right way to cope with somebody who was like, I don't know, hurting me and my emotions due to, I don't know, call it like poor scheduling, call it anything. I thought I knew how to deal with it. I thought I was going to be okay. I thought I was going to be better just because I can use therapy speak and like talk through things, but I mean, I guess I still like really craved answers, like as if there was like something that I could do to like help. And then you were talking about coughing. You lost the plot of the discussion you're just viewing. The salad is like really a main topic here, honestly. I didn't expect it to be such a main topic. The salad is really a main topic. You say you can't keep making this joke. Not unless somebody asks. And then Anime Kid is saying, think what God did. What? What? You have to explain where that thought came from, because it was a lot of things. Flood the world when you're mad? I can do that. I won't do that because I'm a nice person and I'm full of love, and when I'm mad it's not for long. But oh my god, somebody just walked by the open car, right as I'm saying I'm a nice person out loud to myself alone in my car. Anyway, so we're gonna keep on scrolling. Okay, you never know the plot of anything. All your messages are random. You talk about exercise with the eggs. What did God do to flood the world? You said you did nothing. You said made me. We said at the same time. Well, somebody did anyway. You know? Anyway, I really hope for an explanation from Anime Kid, cause I mean, I'm slowly sorting out the stuff that I feel sad about, and I'm finding words about it, and I'm feeling better. But before I start feeling better, I start feeling like I want to bite something really hard and tear like chunks out of it, and before I start feeling better, I I start like bursting into tears randomly and just hurting for like the whole week or something. All right, so things were said at the same time. You're saying I gotta be a man with the temper tantrums we be having over here. Sheesh! Oh my gosh. Eh, eh. You can have your quick wit. You can have your witty. You quit to subs over here, and I'm having another bite of salad. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Toto Boy came in to say, "Is this Gay Town?" I actually own the channel called Gay Town. Um, I'm not streaming from it right now, as you can see, but yeah, basically, um, you're asking if the biting and scratching happens on a full moon. See, that's another thing. I'm trying to figure out because I'm only like getting out of the house and socializing like for the first time this year, being after being like just stuck in the house for like 12 years. And so I didn't know if when I experience a strong emotion, I did not know if it was like part of a hormonal cycle or something like that. Um, I have now figured out which emotions are tied to the hormonal cycle, I want to say. Oh my gosh, this feels good to say. I didn't realize I progressed like this. I figured out which emotions are tied to the hormonal cycle and which ones are the result of experiencing things that would cause most people indignity and rage. Um, and now I know. And I didn't know before when I never socialized, but now I've socialized, so now I know. Okay, biting and scratching. Good to think. You're eating there like you're forced to eat. Are you not enjoying it? No, I mean, I am enjoying it. Were you like watching like for a while? It's the first time I've seen your name that I can remember because I'm not remembering anything right now. I just talk a lot on these streams. I just talk like an awful lot, and so it means I'm enjoying the salad, but I just have a very slow time getting to all the bites. It's yeah, just a chatterbox up in here. Here we go. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I think it's you had just said that you're straight, but definitely gay for Charles. And I just want to get weirdly serious for a second and say that's really respectful to say to non-binary people. that's that's how you pull the non-binary baddies. I want to say. Anyway, okay, we're scrolling on down, and huh, I don't know what the question that you deleted. Are you a cutter? I don't know what that means actually. No one's ever said that to me before. Okay, talk of the coming out, talk of the want the salad, talk of the slaking a queen, and whatever in between. But very chill, very chill. Mostly I'm out of shape, which concerns me. I would love to be a king or a queen, but mostly I'm out of shape. All right. Okay. Someone had asked the question, would you rather have Prozac or lots of weed? I don't know the difference. I don't know the difference. Alright, we're gonna keep on scrolling. You're saying you joined this at the most random time, or you're gonna head out, God bless. Yeah, all of it is the most random time. Alright, what's even happening? And we have some other deleted or removed messages. That's pretty fun. And so the guy is saying, sorry, I missed the discussion for like 3 minutes because me and my sister were duetting. What happened? Wait, like filming something or just bursting into song for the hell of it. What songs do you burst into lately? Okay, talk of comments being crazy. You're saying you don't like the short stream for sure. I am definitely going what non-shorts, more horizontal style on Friday, but that one's the regular time. Anyway, I think maybe I'm winding up the stream so I can properly finish this out because I keep I keep talking. You're saying, why is there 10 mods in the chat? Anytime someone was here for like a couple of months and then asked to be a mod, I was like, you've been here for a couple of months. That makes sense. Um, and then just like let them in. Nothing bad has happened so far. All of the power trips have been good, cool, and funny, and I approve of them. No bad things have happened ever. So more people should have more power because it's gonna be more funny. All right, you're talking about a dictatorship. Yeah, you are W. I suppose you can say that. And you're saying it's a lie. You paid your way to the top because I took bribes. Excuse me, I'm being accused of taking bribes just because I would love to take a bribe if you have some. No, okay, that's only marginally true. You're saying what happens if you put your phone horizontally? Does it become a horizontal stream? On the phone, it actually doesn't let me do that. If I change the angle, it blacks it out for a second. I don't know why it does that. It seems like any angle should be fine, but they don't actually approve. Okay, and you're saying, why are you looking at us bent down? I thought it was a good angle. Okay, actually, yeah. This is way more normal. Damn, okay, I could have been up here the whole time. Someone came in here, into the chat and asked me why I'm hiding. Was I actually hiding from people in the parking lot? But I'm kind of loud. I'm a little bit loud, even though I'm in a parking lot. Okay, was it more aerated? Am I, it might have actually been a little bit colder, lying down, and I'm in a not so ventilated car, and so that might have been helping too. Now I am thinking that was comfortable though for a while though. This is more of a regular angle. All right, how'd you get my spot, you scoundrel? And you're saying you're so tall. The tallness is being revealed. I guess I keep being accused of being shorter than a plank length, a singular plank length. Ah, ah. I need to. Okay, my thoughts are getting distracted because the thoughts coming into my head are, how do I stop being frustrated about the things that I was sad about? Because I thought that I thought I was gonna get like closure or something once I don't know, like unlocked some more emotional regulation strategies. Emotional regulation strategies such as not asking this person who's making me sad to hang out anymore, because obviously if they ever get some free time, then then they'll like tell me if they actually want to hang out. So I mean, if it's costing me effort, then I shouldn't anymore. I thought that was thought maybe that was going to be easier, but instead I'm just like sitting here and I feel frustrated out of nowhere. Anyway, okay. It's talking about you won't let that happen, and you're saying, do you think you are a shy person? I'm realizing that I have some extroverted tendencies here and there. I guess when I'm around people that I like, but also, um, my default state is not to speak unless spoken to, or not to speak unless I know it's like in a context where I know it's okay to speak, you know? You're asking information. Pomofo saying, today my professor got mad at me and said my opinion was asinine, so now I'm not gonna say anything in this class ever again. Ah, that's rough. Asinine? Oh my god, I mean, that's either like, to me that either sounds like a higher level class where the professor can afford to have like some ego on you, or or like not a community college. I don't know, I'm in a community college. All of the professors have been either outright really friendly and personable, or understanding at the very least, even if they can't manage the friendly and personable side of things. Maybe I've just had really good luck, but I ego, where does it go, where does it get up from? Oh my gosh. Well, I guess you can still have a stimulating discussion with other classmates, if it's possible to do so. You're saying don't cry about it. Oh, the plank length is a joke thing, not serious. I know you're at least 2 plank lengths tall. I have so much to cry about right now, motherfucker. Anyway, so you're saying, as a person officially graduated from therapy, my advice is to fake it till you make it. You get frustrated, don't show it to anyone. You'll eventually not get frustrated. Do you graduate from therapy? You giving me some funny little advice here. Hmm. Okay, dude. I'm okay. Wait, I got like distracted for a second trying to see the deleted messages. Like, okay, I appreciate like the removal of the deleted messages to just sort of to show what's okay versus not okay up in the up in the chat. I do appreciate it, but also I keep like popping into them like bubble wrap to like see what's up with them. Oh my gosh, it's a little bit funny, damn. Okay, you're talking about, is that a boiled egg? Yeah, there's a boiled egg. There's been 2 boiled eggs in this salad the entire time I have eaten neither of them. So talking about shorts being full of weirdos. Hey, head pie parents, how are you? How are you? Then you're saying, late night animating, how's the salad? It's a pretty damn good salad. I dare say it's a treat. There's some cherry tomatoes, there's some dressing, there's some avocado. It's some good times. Yeah, there's a treat. What are you animating? What are you animating? And then I keep looking at the deleted messages. Jeez. Okay, but yeah, but hi. Is it the same project that you told us last time? I'm losing a train of thought at the same time that I'm getting a train of thought. But let's have another bite of salad. Ah. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're adding in betweens to the mermaid from a while ago, dude. Freaking exciting. Yeah, I'm really jazzed for how that's all gonna turn out. And there's, you said it only had the keyframes. Okay. I mean, what do you usually put on like for the late night anime? Are you getting like through a lot of like podcasts and stuff? You getting through a lot of podcasts? Okay. What else am I getting to? Yeah. I know I said that I would end this at the hour mark, and it is reasonable to do so. It is rationable to do so. Mm, there's like a few bites left. This is probably the most food I've managed to eat while being altogether too chatty. All right, there's Cheetos, Doritos, and what's the mermaid animation? If you search the art channel in the Discord for the last message sent by Headpie, I think it's gonna be in the media section. Is some good looking animation swimming, turning, and there's William's talking about, have you never had expired gum? It doesn't behave like gum anymore. It's crumbly and has bad flavor. I've never had expired gum, actually, dude. All right, another bite. Um, and now somebody is like pulling away from the spot in front of me, and I can't remember if when they pulled in I was still eating the salad, because it's perfectly reasonable to what's it called? It's perfectly reasonable to park and then go in for like just an hour. All right, there's head by saying that's sweet. A lot of news, some critical role. Oh hey, and okay, another bite. Oh. And and you're saying how long until a gum expires? Like if a gum was bought 7 months ago, it expired. You're I gum technically isn't part of a diet, but but I am so concerned for dietary things that are happening to you. Oh my gosh. Oh, you found the mermaid animation in the Discord? It was really cool. It was really excellent. You're saying the expired gum you ate was from the 80s. It's surprisingly easy to find stuff from the 80s. Oh my god. You just go into your grandparents' house and start eating stuff. Hmm. And you're saying the last question was not related. You're talking like you're about to eat some gum, consume some gum, and then you've just sort of put the name Shane Gillis before me. Was that was that a type of comedian? I think I remember. I think I remember a type of comedian named a Shane Gillis. All right. So you said you really felt the need the in between, so you're on that, and then you're saying, "I wish to congratulate you on your thumbnail." That's a good picture. I forget which one it was. They have a live sort of take your thumbnail sort of thing for these vertical live streams. I do not know if I've I don't know what vibes to go for ever with one. You're talking about you're not chewing gum. I would hope so. I would hope you're a human being. And mm, mm, dude, I mean, I think I do like the Peanuts franchise now that you ask, but I haven't seen the Blue Sky like animated movies and stuff. And oh, wait, you've never seen Charlie Brown stuff. Wow, damn. I'm way more American than I thought. Way it's way more of an American thing than I thought I would guess. Charlie Brown, you know. And I don't know, there's just like little comic strips. Oh, Snoopy. I feel like Snoopy is a gateway drug into liking Charlie Brown. That's okay. That's a bizarre sentence to say. And ooh, wait, we got a unique question. Am I Mexican? That feels like a loaded question, and also no. But I have a Hispanic last name, and if you guess why, then I'll give you a high five. Why would I have a Hispanic last name and not be um Hispanic, you know, necessarily from the Americas in origin? Why would that happen? Newcomer, you can guess. All right, you watched the Peanuts movie the other day, and it was so cute, dude. Nice. I'm wondering if I want to like watch some cute movies. I can never. I always like doubt whether I'm like using my time wisely. And we're just over an hour long chatting eating stream. It's the same salad. It's getting warm. I need to. There's like a lot of onions in this. All right. You're talking about tell us the last name, Jarl. We need to judge. It is truly Hispanic. Don't, by the way. I was almost gonna tell you something. You're talking about how Snoopy is an op. Okay, sounding cute, and then sounding about, and then you're asking that you don't know because there's so many South American countries. 0% of any of the Americas, has has my origin, but there's still a Spanish last name, and it is still a marker of origin. Not Spain either though. It's something. I don't know. I feel like I ruled out a lot of things there, but I if you don't have the guess, then I guess I have the guess for you, and it's very likely that you left actually. All right, so you are confirming that it is Hispanic. You're not really sure where to watch all the old movies, but I see a bunch of clips on TikTok, so you've basically seen them. That's fun times, honestly. Yeah, I mean, I think maybe the old movies. I know at least the Christmas and Thanksgiving special come up around the holidays, airing on whatever channels. Well, that doesn't really tell you where to find them either. Ah. And you're asking if you should illegally cross borders to see you. No. I mean, I think it would be interesting if I went to Argentina and then I don't know, ran up in there and give you the high five. That would be really cool. But also with the absolutely heinous state of immigration right now, I wonder if they would let me back in the country just because I'm a citizen. I don't know. I don't know. The country, it's where my house is, and so I'm I like going to my house It's where my bed is, and also my shower. All right. So, there's talk about requesting. There's 10 borders, and you're saying I feel alone. It's possible to cross them legally, and you're saying, but you don't even know what I look like. How will you smack my hand with my hand? Oh dear. I mean, okay, if I were at the point of going all the way to Argentina, then, like, at some point beforehand, I'd be like, by the way, I booked the tickets not to intrude or anything, but what do you look like? I would, if I had, like, already booked the ticket to Argentina, not to get like that. Okay, you're saying I just know. Oh my gosh. Okay, I only have, like, a few pitiful bites of salad left, and the eggs. I do adore the eggs, but there's just such a big bite. There's such a simply huge bite. So I wasn't really gonna. I was gonna, like, keep the cramming it in there to a minimum. So hour and 15 minutes. A little bit of exhaust coming into my car from the open door. So let's get up in here. Are you calling me so childish? That's fair. But for which part? I have to work on self-awareness. Please, which part is childish? Please tell me. I'm working on myself all the time, trying to get better. Okay, so you're talking about meet and greet in Argentina. You all heard it from Charles. Yeah, it's exciting, you know. There's McDowell saying, "Wow, you really want to meet a stranger?" I mean, met shit up in a foreign country. Bad internet safety. Yeah, the last stream where I told the random people who were like sexually harassing a little, and I was like, get in the Instagram DMs because that might as well happen. A couple of them actually did. Um, no, they're still not in my town though. One of them's in, like, Connecticut, and I'm never gonna go there. So that's that's an adventure that will not happen, I guess. So, although I have the willingness to make horrible decisions right now because I feel bad in my life and I want to just see what happens. Um, I don't have that much of a willingness, you know. Talking about swallowing the egg whole. Fun times. I mean, I don't know, but the yolk of the egg is really dry, so I don't think I'm gonna. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna. Wow, dude, the car is filling with so much exhaust right now. I could kind of die. That would be crazy. So, okay. Ken is coming through with the compliments. Thanks for the compliments. Hope you have an excellent day. And there's stop talking about the eggs before he hears you. That's fair. And then Hegby is saying, "Don't take shit from random commenters. You're so swag, so tough." I mean, I was just feeling down and bad about, like, social interactions in my life, and the people that I'm trying to get to know. But I mean, I guess it's maybe not a good reason to try to meet random internet commenter from Connecticut or anywhere. It's just to, like, increase the amount of danger or adventure that I could encounter. But if someone was on the same coast as me, I think I would literally try to like arrange something, because it's something you're saying. Maybe we open the door with the exhaust, right? Yeah, the person, like, with the car on pulled away, so we live for now. Oh wait, you gotta tell your plan about Valentine's. Okay, I was about to end the stream. What is your plan for Valentine's Day? Mm. I wanna know. Okay. Oh, and you're explaining for people new to the lore. You have the boyfriend. You have a boyfriend. Another another car is starting near me to try to suffocate me. Hope I can get the lore before we're strangled to death. He studies architectural engineering. What a catch! How excellent! And what's going on? The architectural engineering. Sure, I do love getting the full lore. And a lot of onions in my bites. Yeah, there's some soft onions in here. And it's comforting. Part of my bad mood was probably from not having breakfast. I kind of rushed out the door to get to my class. Didn't have a breakfast whatsoever. Okay, here we are. What you saying? You plan to meet up at like a carnival and spend a day at a carnival? Hey, wait. Okay, for Valentine's Day? That's freaking exciting. And freaking excellent. Oh my gosh. The only times I've been to a carnival or a festival, they've been really fun, honestly. Alright, Williams is saying, I might be in the same coast, but not in the same country, nor continent, nor hemisphere, nor planet. No, like the same coast, as in the same continent, hemisphere, planet. Come on. Talk of carnivals, and you're saying, I wish you the best. Magdolum, that sounds like a cute plan, right? It sounds like it's potentially a lovely day out. Oh my goodness. Have fun indeed. And Magdalene is saying, anyways, we'll spend a day and then go to a restaurant. I plan to contact a professor that's from a famous university. He's an idol of his, kind of. Wanted to make them meet. Oh! Hey, hopefully it's possible. Hey, rooting for you. Fingers crossed. Oh my gosh. You heard he was in the city, so you're emailing him? Oh, currently emailing him. Hey, that's really exciting. Oh my gosh. Oh. And we got the deleted message where somebody just chimes in to yell. Do we call that a slur? I don't. Is it? Well, okay, you can't say it to people you like. No, if you're gay, you can say it to people you like. That doesn't mean it's not a slur, though. I sort of went into some strange logic there for a second. Anyway, best of luck. Best of luck at the day. I know you're gonna have a lovely time with the Valentine's plans. It warms my heart. Ooh, I love love. You know, it's I got the romantic streak. I love seeing love. I love witnessing acts of affection and such like that. Excellent. Oh, and there we go. We another bite. And this is probably getting to a decent point to end off the stream. You say you're really excited for it. He seems warm to the idea. The professor. Okay. I've never tried to arrange for someone to meet like their idol before, but I mean it sounds really damn cool. Woo. Oh yeah. So like on the day itself, on the Valentine's Day itself, you're saying it will be a surprise. So I hope he doesn't shout from it too much, but I mean that's like the point of a surprise, right? A good surprise. Well, okay, I guess if he's like sensitive about his appearance and wanting to appear good in front of an idol, then you'd be like, dress in this thing. I don't know if he's like open to the idea or the suggestion. There's heck by saying the amount of abuse from randoms is so ridiculous. I knew it was bad, but oh, okay. I mean, this is like not as much frequency as it was for like a really bad one. And you're saying make sure to look better than the professor. Damn, okay, competitive. And hi, Aisha Love, how are you? I'm trying to end out the stream, but yeah, it's how's your day? How's everything? How's life? Definitely a couple of people have gone to their classes and like passed me, and then I've still been in the same spot for this entire hour. That was it. A little commentary on the level of harassment. Yeah, I mean, I'm like looking at the amount this stream, and I'm like, it's been more frequent in the past for Was the one where I was crying pretty bad? That one, I can't remember. That was pretty bad. He's like, this is not even 10% of what randoms have done in some streams, indeed. And someone do the shmeenus at some point in a Gartic stream? Yeah. The the drawing and visual based harassments like definitely bugged me more, honestly, because you're like, whoa, is that gonna get censored? Is that gonna get taken off the platform? And that one's kind of stressful. Oh. Oh, and you're talking about a schoolwork or artwork question you asked earlier. Yeah, what's happening? What do you do? Try to do the schoolwork, but then the minute you lose focus, go into the artwork. Um, I, I try to do that sometimes. I don't know if I'm setting it up for failure. All right, there's I should love telling us life's pretty good. You woke up not late, but rather woke up early, so yay sleep. Oh hey, you feeling well rested right now? Hey, that's some good stuff. And by saying you're literally braver than I've ever been. I don't know. I was honestly before getting on YouTube in the slightest. I had a whole phase of being addicted to Omegle, the whole random chats and stuff, because I was stuck in the house. There was nobody to talk to, so I think maybe that's my baseline expectation for the internet in general. I'm glad when I don't have to experience it, but yeah. Okay. You've already lost focus on school. Oh damn. Oh damn. I mean, and it's getting kind of late too, huh? Only energy for one or the other. Well, best of luck. And you're saying you think there's cheesecake in the fridge? You're gonna eat that? See you in a sec. Oh my goodness. We've actually kind of made it to the bottom of the salad bowl, and I didn't expect that to be something that was happening on the stream, but there we go. Time lapse of eating a whole salad. And you're saying bro's been forged by fire. Yeah, I don't really think a lot about how my expectations might be really low compared to I like do younger people have I'm old now, but do younger people have like higher expectations for um like civility on the internet? That seems potentially nice. That's kind of heartwarming to think about. We're talking about Omegle? Yeah. There was no one to talk to in my house. Um, I mean, there was parents and brother, and I did talk to them, but I mean, I guess just imagine like the rest of your life talking to just like a parent or a sibling. You want more naturally. Oh, and hit by saying I'm your age. Look, you are my age, but like, wasn't it like 1 or 2 years? I think it was like 1 or 2 years, maybe even 3 years younger. Okay, and what we doing? Listen here, little whippersnapper. Listen here, young one. Oh, and there's Adele saying, well, I've never seen anyone take as much verbal abuse saying by anyone other than you. You're highly tolerant. Damn it. That I'm trying to think of other people that I know or have watched or have seen. I'm trying to think. Surely I'm not the most tolerant people that I've known about. Someone's been more tolerant. I don't know. It's got to be somewhat common in the live streaming. You saying you still eating that salad? I took a long time to eat the salad. Some people have left the parking spots next to me, and honestly, probably I shouldn't be parked this much, but I don't know. The school that I'm parked at has taken some fees from me that were not like for the best value in favor of me. It's kind of a little bit freaking expensive, so I guess I'm camped here now. No, I don't know. I'm gonna get some studies done in this parking spot, perhaps, maybe, yeah. Mm, very tolerant, but you're the tolerant, and you have the cheesecake. I'm on the final egg. For some reason, I didn't want to eat that with like any other leaves. The final egg. Mm. um, what? Telling me about a cooking account on TikTok with they leave some harassment or they leave some thirst or something under the vids. All right, so you're saying they're joking, but maybe the queso fans are worse than yours. If you don't, if you don't like have consent for a joke to stop, then that might be a sign that it's like bordering the line of harassment. But like I don't know. All right, so you're saying no one's actually worse. None that I've seen. You're saying for real, and you're saying it's the final egg piece. You're standing around in your kitchen. What should you eat? Oh my! And you're being encouraged to eat an egg. All right, so that's basically the entire salad. But I knew that I would not be able to finish like the extra sauces and dressings, so guess I'll just pack those back up in the container, and then I do feel more at peace now, like emotionally, now that I have some proper food in me. So yeah. Time for some studies. Maybe I'm getting the mail or something. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. I'm not frustrated with anyone that I know personally. I'm good. Okay. So. There's Bumafo who had asked, "Do we like seafood?" Why did I say we? You asked if I like seafood, and yes, I do. It's one of my favorites. Ever since I was a child, I love to eat a whole bowl of only shrimp and nothing else but the shrimp whenever I have an opportunity to do so. It has not been very often, but whenever I have the chance, I do that. It's been like maybe 3 times in my life. Big bowl of shrimp, all mine. Anyway, but yes, seafood, very good. Saying the amount of comments under Chase's videos about violating an ass is so wild. It's all jokes, and he's fine with them, but it's crazy. Oh my god, wow! Type of joke you need consent for. And okay, you got like eggs and bread and other random stuff. Oh, have you ever like cooked an egg on the pan? Great way to start the question. Have you ever cooked an egg on the pan? But then you've cut a little hole in a piece of bread, and then the egg at and the bread in the egg goes in the bread hole on the pan. I explained that very poorly. Why did it come out like that? Have you ever done that? That's very delicious. But yes, goodbye. And I got way distracted in here. I got way distracted in here. Thanks for stopping by, Higpie. I think that we are think that we are done not having a stroke. And Two Sides caught the stream right as it's ending. Fan of the L House. I must be dreaming. No, not dreaming. I have a couple of reactions up as well on this channel, to the episodes, but a lot of them got taken down, so I got discouraged and stopped posting them because Disney was taking all of the reactions down. But yeah, Owl House fans, Two Sides. Oh my gosh, I should really catch up with like all the Ina stuff. Dream Barbecue. Anyway, let's let's get out here. I wasn't having a stroke. Best of luck with eating your eggs. And thank you for keeping me company while I was working through my emotions. Here we go.